Okay, this is a little video on how to isolate shifts and scales. This can be used for every scale you ever practice in your whole life. And if you just get this little 4-step process down, you'll be able to get your intonation on your shifts and scales much better. So, the first thing you have to do is you have to figure out where your shifts are. So, we're going to just make this simple. We're going to do this on a G major scale, which this would fingering is the fingering I use for violin or viola. So, if you're just doing G major scale, we're going from F sharp to G, and it's going to be a 2 to 1. That's the fingering. Anyway, so knowing that, so we're going from first position to third position on a 2 to a 1. So if you're on second finger in first position, and you're shifting up to third finger, remember we're always going to travel on the old finger. So the old finger means the finger before the shift. In this case, it's 2. If you're on F sharp on 2, and then you go into third position on a 2, what note will you be on? Yes, A. So even though A is not really part of this, the note we actually want to get to is G. A is part of this. It's going to be called the shifting note. It's going to be a ghost note. Not really going to happen in the scale. So first we're going to actually play it. What we want to do is we want to be able to do this to this, and we want to be able to travel in such a way that we maintain our hand frame. Meaning it shouldn't look like something like this and then something funky like this. Like you're kind of in weird where it should just... See that? Like very little movement. I'm on a 2. Now I'm on a 1. Now I'm on a 2. 1. That's what you're going for. And that's... If you maintain the hand frame, you're going to have better intonation. Okay, so we're going to actually play that extra note. So we're going to play 2, you're going to air shift up. It should feel like you're playing even lighter than a harmonic. Air shift up to 2, that's a note A, and then go to G. So let's play that a couple times. Ready? And you could do it with a drone to be safe, but we're not for right now. Ready? Here we go. Air shift. And you want to keep the 2, and then you keep your hand frame. Nothing should change. Nothing should move. It should look exactly the same. And then there's just a slight motion when you put the 1 down. If anything else is moving, then you're not doing it correctly. And if you hear, then you're not doing it correctly. It has this, like a air. Ready? And your bow keeps moving the entire time. Do it again. Again, you could play with a drone like this. That's one way to create your own drone. Don't do that, but here we go. Do it again. Okay, once you feel like you've got it, then what we're going to do is we're going to slur the first 2 notes. So the note before the shift, that's the old note, the shifting note, and the new bow on the new note. Ready? Again. Of course, in this case, the open string works as the drone because G is the key. Wouldn't always be the case, but here we go. Again, I should have moved a little faster. And I love it when you hear... That should be the sound you hear during the shift. Do it again. Now we're going to do the same thing. This is step 4, but we're going to play that shifting note as a fast grace. So it's going to be... Ready? 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. See how, like, during the shift, all you see is my hand go this way, but there's nothing else moving in here. Ready? 2, 4. 1, 2, E, and up. 3, 4, again, 1, 2, E, and. And then the last way is where you don't hear that note at all. Ready? Same motion. Again. Now you could also do it with everything slurred. That would be even a fifth step, and that would be to help you play it in a slurred scale. So let's try that. Again. Do it up bow, why not? Okay, and then you should do that every single shift that you have in the scale. Usually, and then the downward shifts too. So just for example, this same shift going down, you're on G going to F sharp. So it's a first finger shift now, because you're on 1 and you're going to 2. So you're going to go from G, your shifting note is E. So if you're going to practice, you'd play step 1 would be G, E, F sharp. You do that a couple times. Step 2 would be slur those 2 notes. Here's your shifting note. Step 3 would be played as a grace. 1 E and a 2 E and 1 E and a 2 E and then actually it's still separate bows. No grace note. And then all slur. Those would be your steps.